Hey guys, so in today's video we're going to talk about movies, more like television series on DVD, because, well, I want to know what makes you decide to actually buy a TV series on hard copy nowadays, because you can buy it on digital form, you can stream it on paid sites such as Netflix and Hulu, you can illegally stream it. I don't recommend doing that. I've had some friends who had issues. But you can. You can stream it on networks that put out the TV shows, sites. If you have like a paid subscription, some type of deal. Yeah. And I also want to know what TV shows do you have on DVD? We're going to make this a discussion. For me, I have 2 complete series on DVD. And one that I may finish, but it's not done airing, so we will see. I have HBO's True Blood on DVD. Showtime's Dexter, not the kid show. And I have Grimm, the first 4 seasons, and I think that's all that's out right now. So, yeah. So, the reason I have those seasons on DVD is kind of varying for each season. Now, like, I know my brother has Game of Thrones. Amazing show. You need to get yourself some Game of Thrones. But, let's get back to the topic at hand. The reason I have True Blood on DVD is, basically, I fell in love with the series. I started watching it kind of on a fluke. We had HBO at the time. I was home from college. It seemed interesting. It was interesting. I got hooked. I own, is it 7 or 8 seasons? 7. All of my movies are over here. So for me, I don't just buy anything that I like on DVD because I have to have real reason, because space is an issue. True Blood is good. It's one of those shows I can see myself rewatching, and that's why I own it on DVD, because if I'm not going to rewatch it, why buy it? To be honest. And it's a good series. I recently rewatched it. Let's move our attention to Dexter. Now, Dexter in itself, there's a whole story to that. Dexter was brought to my attention by my senior roommate, which was, I guess, my 4th year of college. I was in college for 5 years. I switched majors halfway through. Anyway, she opened my eyes to it. She really liked it. Dexter was on Showtime. I'd never watched anything on Showtime before. And I was like, okay. She's like, you need to see this. But he's like a good serial killer. I decided to go for it. And I think I borrowed her first season of Dexter because I'd never seen it before, and she's like, you need to see it, it's good. Needless to say, it was good. At the time, Dexter was on their 4th, maybe 5th season, somewhere in there. The series wasn't over yet, and I got hooked. I bought it, and then I bought the 2nd season, and then I bought the 3rd season, and then I bought the 4th season, and I think I bought those 4 seasons within like 2 months of each other, which is saying a lot when you're in college and you've got homework up the wazoo. And for Dexter, that wasn't on Netflix when I got into Dexter. So the only way I could watch it was if I bought it, because at that time we didn't have HBO or Showtime anymore. We had it for like 2 or 3 years, and then after that we didn't have it anymore. So, and I thought it was stupid to get Showtime for like the 4 or 5 months that the shows were airing for $25 a month, when the seasons were pretty close to $25 a season, and I can watch them as many times as I want to. And to be honest, the seasons themselves are quite thin. They're a lot thinner than the HBO True Blood boxes. I know for my brother, he has Game of Thrones. You can rewatch that over and over, and then if you watch them back to back, you don't honestly know what season stuff happens in. It just kind of blends together. That's how I got into Game of Thrones. You borrowed me the first season, and then the second season, and then the third season, and then we were hooked. But Dexter took a couple episodes for me to get into. Game of Thrones took like 3 episodes for me to get into, so yeah. And then we're talking about the last series I have, Grimm. And to be honest, Grimm was a whim. I picked up the first season on Black Friday a couple years ago for like $5 because I'm cheap. It was good. And then I watched the second season. And then I watched the third season. And then I watched the fourth season on TV. And I picked it up because, well, I like a collection of things. And it's fairly good enough where I kind of want to see what happens to the characters. So, yeah. So that's my reasoning behind having the seasons I do. So what's your reasoning behind having the seasons that you do? Or do you not own any at all? Do you strictly just stream things? Comment down below and let me know. Until next time, bye guys. You put duct tape around the edges so the washi tape wouldn't peel up. This right here is a sticker. This right here is a sticker.